Another green day for AMC, closing above the 4%. And this is pretty much, a confirmation of the uptrend coming back into the stock. Because when we jump into the chart, we can clearly see that the uptrend zooming a little bit out, you can see we have that little spike here, and you can get into the details on the technical chart, which I'm going to get into this video. But there is something that actually happened today, which is very similar to the situation here with AMC, especially a couple of days away from the earnings. And this is about Avis Stock. Yeah, ticker symbol CAR. Avis today had a short squeeze, right? We don't know the details of whether it's a gamma squeeze or short squeeze, but this was one of the highly shorted stock into the trucking company, into the transportation sector, and they disclosed very interesting earnings, like 40% higher, like way out of the park than what analysts were expecting the stock to do. And because this was also one of the highest shorted stocks within that sector, I mean, it caused a short squeeze. Pretty much the shorts were kicked out, and as a result, intraday, the stock jumped all over almost 200% before getting halted back down at 450 here. And since then, it sold off a little bit to stabilize here around the 350, 360. Still 100%, even higher, 100% higher only for today. Now, how is it similar to AMC, you will ask me? First of all, short interest, all right? People didn't bet on Avis budget. People didn't bet on, rental cars companies to come back from the pandemic, because in 2020, nobody was traveling. So if nobody is traveling, who is going to rent cars? And now in 2020, and at the end of 2020 and now in 2021, we had not only the chip shortage issue, not only the supply chain issues, but we also have people going back to traveling, especially as Thanksgiving is coming, especially as, holiday season is coming here in the US. So business not only recovered, but it's booming again. Does that remind you of something here with AMC? Yes, exactly the same scenario business-wise. And the second thing is the shorts, the hedge funds. I told you with AMC that it's going to be a situation where it's going to be pretty much hedge funds versus hedge funds, all right? Because you can read here on the article, one hedge fund gained almost $5 billion today. $5 billion on Avis, going 200% before giving back some of the gains. Same thing will happen with AMC. Why? Because sharks smell blood. In the next video I'm going to post later today, we're going to go over the details around the latest institutional buys on AMC with pretty high average cost per share. And we're going to go over details into that. So just to say that this is exactly one situation we can expect to see also with AMC next week, because as I mentioned on that video earlier, either Friday or Monday, the earnings estimate on AMC are pretty bullish. They are freaking amazing, beating almost more than 500%, not only on revenue, but only earnings per share. I mean, this is a huge comeback. So if that happens, all right, that these numbers are even way higher than the estimate on the street, which is likely possible, all right, we can also see some of these situations happening, exactly as it's happening here today with Avis. So nobody knows exactly what the future, has in store for us, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the, a similar thing. Maybe not 200%, maybe not 50%, but, something that will actually give us a huge push upward to actually get closer to the last resistance of the 50. And why not the all-time high of the 70s? It's really possible, because with AMC at any time, anything can happen and blow your mind.